Hello, grade 9 learners. So our topic is properties of parallelogram. The learning competency is that learner uses properties to find the measure of angles, sides, and other quantities involving parallelogram. Okay, so what is a parallelogram? A parallelogram is a quadrilateral with two pairs of opposite sides that are parallel, and some quadrilaterals that are parallelogram are rectangle, square, and rhombus. So this is the diagram of parallelogram. So when we say parallelogram, it has opposite sides that are equal and parallel. Okay, so the opposite sides are equal and parallel. So under the parallelogram, we have the classifications of rectangle, rhombus, and square. So when we say rectangle, it has four right angles. The opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay, so these are equal and parallel, and the opposite sides are also equal and parallel. So we have two pairs of equal sides and parallel. For rhombus, it has four equal sides, and the opposite sides are parallel. Okay, so opposite sides are parallel, and okay, all sides are equal. And for square, it has four equal sides and four right angles. Okay, so these figures are considered as parallelogram. What are the properties of parallelogram? So we have five properties. Okay, number one, in a parallelogram, any two opposite sides are congruent. Number two, in a parallelogram, any two opposite angles are congruent. Number three, in a parallelogram, any two consecutive angles are supplementary. Number four, the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. And number five, a diagonal of a parallelogram forms two congruent triangles. So these are the properties that we are going to use to solve problems involving parallelogram. Okay, so let's have some examples of solving problems involving parallelogram using its properties. Okay, so given here, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. If AB is equals to 5 and segment DAD is equals to 3, find DC, segment DC, and segment BC. So we have here a solution. So first we have to identify the given. Then, okay, we will use a property which is in a parallelogram, any two opposite sides are congruent. So first we will look for DC. Now, if AB is congruent to DC, we can say that opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. Okay, so if they are congruent, meaning AB is equals to DC. So congruent sides have equal length. Now, so since we have given segment AB is equals to 5 units, we can substitute it to segment DC as equal to 5 units. Now, So how about segment BC? So again, segment AD is congruent to segment BC because opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. And since they are congruent, we can say that segment AD is equals to segment BC. So by substitution, so since segment AD is equal to 3, then we can say that segment BC is equals to 3 units as well. So thus, segment DC is equals to 5 and segment BC is equals to 3 units. Okay, so let's have here quadrilateral hope. Okay, HOPE. Now, is a parallelogram. If measure angle HOP is equals to 3A minus 5 and measure angle HEP is 25 degrees, find the value of A. Now, and measure angle HOP. Okay, now, so we will use the property wherein in a parallelogram, any two opposite angles are congruent. Now, so the opposite angles are congruent. Okay, so we have here, first we are going to find the value of A. Okay, now, so since we say that opposite angles are congruent, so we can say that angle HOP is congruent to segment angle HEP. Okay, so if they are congruent, meaning measure angle HOP is equal to measure angle HEP. Okay, congruent angles have equal measures. Now, so we will equate. So 3A minus 5, okay, the value of measure angle HOP is equals to 25. Okay, 25 is the measure of angle HEP. So we substitute the measure of angle HOP with 3A minus 5. Now, so we are going to simplify. So we are going to add both sides of the equation with 5. 5 positive 5 is the additive inverse of minus 5. Okay, then simplify. So 3A, okay, this will become 0, equal to 25 plus 5, so equals to 30. Then divide both sides by 3, so A is equals to 10. So the value of A is 10. Then we are going now to solve for measure angle HOP. Okay, so we are going to given here measure angle HOP is equals to 3A minus 5. Then we will substitute the value of A, which is 10. So 3 times 10 minus 5. So simplify. 3 times 10 is 30 minus 5 is equals to 25. So we have here the value of A is 10 and the value of measure angle HOP is equals to 25. Okay, so let's have here another example. If a quadrilateral FAST or FAST is a parallelogram and measure angle S is equals to 2x and measure angle T is equals to 5x minus 30, find the value of x and measure angle S and T. Okay, so we have here, okay, the given. So measure angle S is 2x. measure angle T is 5x minus 30. Okay, so what can you say about angle S and angle T? So we will use the property in a parallelogram. Any two consecutive angles are supplementary, meaning the sum of the measure of angle S and angle T is equal to 180 degrees because it says they are supplementary. So first, we look for the value of X. Now, okay, so we have here angle S and angle T are supplementary. Now, so this means that the measure of angle S plus the measure of angle T is equals to 180 degrees. Now, so we are going to put now the value of given equation. So we have measure angle S is 2x and measure angle T is equals to 5x minus 30. So we are going to add these two equals to 180 degrees. Now simplify, so by combining like terms. So 2x plus 5x equals to 7x minus 30 equals to 180 degrees. Okay, then we get the additive inverse of minus 30. It is plus 30. So we add both sides of the equation with positive 30. So this will become 0. So 180 plus 30, so equals to 210. So 7x equals 210. And then divide both sides of the equation by 7. So x equals to 30. Now, so thus the value of x is 30, and then by substitution we will substitute the value of x to the given. So if x equals to 30, 2 times 30 is equals to 60. So the measure of angle S is 60. Then here, measure angle T is equals to 5 times 30 is 150 minus 30 is equals to 5 times 30 is 150 minus 30 is equals to 120. Okay, so if we will add the measure of angle S and measure of angle T, 60 plus 120 is equals to 180 degrees. So they are supplementary. So we have here another example. In a parallelogram SAKE or SAKE, the two diagonals segment AE and segment SK intersect at T. If segment ST is equals to 5W plus 1 and segment KT is equals to 3W plus 7, what is the value of W? How long is SK? Okay, so we have here the solution. So first we will identify the given. Next, okay, we will find what property can be used for this to solve. So we have the diagonal of a parallelogram bisect each other. So first we will find for the value of W. Now, so since we say that ST is equals to KT because of the diagonal of a parallelogram bisect each other. So meaning ST is congruent to KT. So they have equal measure. Then we will substitute the given. So ST is equals to 5W plus 1 equals to KT is equals to 3W plus 7. Then simplify by combining like terms. So 5W minus 3W. Okay, we combine. Then get the additive inverse of positive 1 will be minus 1. So 7 minus 1. And then simplify. 5 minus 3 is 2W equals to 6. Okay, divide both sides by 2. The answer is 3. So W is equals to 3. Okay, then we are going now to find the length of SK. Okay, so the diagonal. So SK or segment SK is equals to segment is ST plus segment KT. Okay, so meaning the sum of these two segment will be the diagonal. Okay, so we will put the given. Okay, ST is 5W plus 1, then KT is 3W plus 7. Then substitute. Okay, we combine like terms. 5W plus 3W is 8W. 1 plus 7 is 8. Then we will substitute the value of W, which is 3. Okay, 8 times 3 is 24 plus 8. SK is equals to 32 units. So the value of W is 3 and the length of segment SK is 32 units. Okay, so that is how we got the answer. Okay, so we have here quadrilateral leaf or LIVE is a parallelogram and segment LB is a diagonal. Now, so we are going to find the measure of angle IVL. If measure angle VLI is 37 degree and measure angle E is 70 degrees. Now, so what is our solution? So first, we identify the given. Then, we will use the property a diagonal of a parallelogram forms two congruent triangles. So what are our congruent triangles? So we have triangle LEV and triangle VIL. Okay, now. So find the measure of angle ELI. Okay, this one. ELI. So angle ELI and angle E are consecutive angles. Okay. So if they're consecutive angles, the sum of their measure is 180 degrees. Okay. They are supplementary. Okay, so measure angle ELI plus 70, okay, is equals to 180 degrees. So we don't know yet this one, right? So we will have to use this property now. So, okay, given this, so we will get the additive inverse of 70. So minus 70, we add both sides. So this will become 0. 180 minus 70. So we can say that measure angle ELI is 110 degrees. Okay, 110. Okay, now find measure angle ELV. ELV. Now, measure angle ELV and measure angle VLI is equals to measure angle ELI. Okay, so ELV and VLI. Okay, these two. So it will be equal to measure of angle ELI. Okay, what did we use? Angle addition theorem. So we will add the two angles. Now, so measure angle ELB plus 37 equals to 110. Okay, the measure of this entire is 110. So we use substitution. Okay, then simplify. So measure angle ELB plus 37. Okay, we get the additive inverse, so this will become 0. So add both sides of the equation with minus 37. So simplify 110 minus 37 equals to 73. So measure angle ELB is equals to 73. Now, then we will find the measure of angle IVL. Okay, IVL. So measure IVL equals to measure angle ELB. Okay, this two. Okay, so measure angle ELB, okay, with 73 because of measure of angle IVL is equals to 73. Okay, so these two angles are also congruent. Okay, so therefore, if this is measure angle ELB is 73, this angle is also 73. So they are congruent. Okay, so those are the properties of parallelogram. So I hope that you learned something from this video. Okay, so bye-bye.